I'm at phase 33 years. I'm a graduate of Teen Challenge with David Wilkerson back in 1989. And I thank God for the opportunity to be here with you, brothers and sisters. I just want to read a little passage out of the Psalms 100. Shout for joy to the Lord in all the earth. Worship the Lord with gladness. Come before him with joyful songs. Know that the Lord is God and that he who has made us, we are his. We are his people, the sheep of his pasture. Enter his gates with thanksgiving and his courts with praise. Give thanks to him and praise his name. For the Lord is good and his love endures forever. He is faithful and continues through all generations. We want to be thankful that we're here this morning with you. It's a time of Thanksgiving. I ask you would just open your hearts, and as you hear these testimonies to these young men and the songs that they sing, that God might touch your heart. You might have somebody that you know, a loved one or someone who struggles in trouble. Please give us a call at Teen Challenge. We'll be able to help you out. God bless.
I saw Satan fall like lightning. I saw darkness run for cover. But the miracle that I just can't get over, my name is registered in heaven. I believe in signs and wonders. I have resurrection power. Still the miracle that I just can't get over, my name is registered in heaven. My praise belongs to you forever. This is my testimony from death to life. 'Cause grace rewrote my story, I'll testify. By Jesus Christ the righteous, I'm justified. This is my testimony. This is my testimony. Yeah. Come together, sons and daughters, bought with blood and washed in water. Sing the praises of the Spirit, Son, and Father. Our God will finish what he started. Our God will finish what he started. This is my testimony from death to life. 'Cause grace rewrote my story, I'll testify. By Jesus Christ the righteous, I'm justified. This is my testimony. This is my testimony. If I'm not dead, you're not done. Greater things are still to come. Oh, I believe. If I'm not dead, you're not done. Greater things are still to come. Oh, I believe. If I'm not dead, you're not done. Greater things are still to come. Oh, I believe. If I'm not dead, you're not done. Greater things are still to come. Oh, I believe. If I'm not dead, you're not done. Greater things are still to come. Oh, I believe. If I'm not dead, you're not done. Greater things are still to come. Oh, I believe. Yeah, I believe. is my testimony from death to life. 'Cause grace rewrote my story, I'll testify. By Jesus Christ the righteous, I'm justified. This is my testimony, oh, I'm alive. This is my testimony from death to life. 'Cause grace rewrote my story, I'll testify. By Jesus Christ the righteous, I'm justified. This is my testimony, this is my testimony. Hey y'all, good morning. Can everybody see me okay? All right. So my name is Matthew Corbin, absolutely. Oh, that would have been kind of weird, wouldn't it? So my name is Matthew Corbin. I'm 28 years old. I'm from Savannah, Georgia. I got here about 5 months ago. And has it been a culture shock? And it's cold. I know that y'all keep telling me it's not cold, but it is freezing outside. That's what they keep telling me. And it's been here for like 2 months. But yeah, I'm Matthew, I'm 28. I grew up in the church. I went there every week. My mom was a mother of 3 boys, and we drove her crazy. I think we got to a point where my mom just kind of said, the heck with it, and just let us kind of do whatever we wanted. But she ended up marrying a man that looked so good on the outside. He was ravaged by alcohol and pill addiction. And that's kind of where I began with my experience to addiction. He used to come home, he would beat my mother, and I would see that. My mother slipped into a severe depression, started locking herself in a room, sleeping a lot. And then he came home and he started beating me. And as a kid, that's something that we should never experience. By 11, my real father, him and his best friend, I convinced them to let me take a shot of alcohol. And they thought that it was funny that I was passed out on the couch. I remember them laughing, thinking that but it's really actually quite sick. From there, I started smoking marijuana at 14, cocaine by 18, pain pills, heroin, and fentanyl by 23. I overdosed 7 times last year, 3 times in the weekend before I came to Teen Challenge. I found my best friend upstairs, dead in my bathroom. My mother came home. I tried everything. I tried CPR. Dead, blue in the face, no breath. I heard my mom pull up in the driveway. No reason for her to show up. Normally she grabs food and comes over and we cook dinner after church or lunch after church, but she came straight home that day. I ran downstairs. I told her, Mom, Nick is dead. She comes upstairs with me. The first thing that she did, she prayed to our Savior, Jesus Christ. She rebuked the spirit of death and the spirit of addiction in that place. And when she told me to try CPR again, 15 seconds later, Nicholas breathed. It was the most beautiful and terrifying thing I think I've ever experienced. But when God reveals himself to you that way, you better not turn back. So I took a step in the right direction. I did overdose 3 times the next weekend because my body was still so sick and I was still so full of darkness. But I came to Teen Challenge, and I've learned that prayer can move mountains. If we have faith of a mustard seed to believe that Jesus Christ can save us and we can save others, he will move that mountain. He will break our chains. He broke my chains. He broke every one of these man's chains behind me. My testimony is from death to life, for sure. And we put ourselves through so much pain and suffering, but there's a new thing that God is doing in our lives. And that's why the verse that I stand on is Psalm 30, verse 5. And it states, "For his anger lasts only a moment, but his favor lasts a lifetime. Weeping may stay for the night, but rejoicing comes in the morning." Thank you all for listening. We're going to sing another song. Worthy of every song we could ever sing, worthy of all the praise we could ever bring, worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you. Jesus, the name above every other name. Jesus, the only one who could ever save. Worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you. We live for you. Holy, there is no one like you. There is none beside you. Open up eyes in wonder. Show me who you are and fill me with your heart and lead me in your love to those around. Worthy of every song we could ever sing, worthy of all the praise we could ever bring, worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you. Jesus, the name above every other name. Jesus, the only one who could ever save. Worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. We live for you. We live for you. Holy, there is no one like you. There is none beside you. Open up my eyes and wonder. Show me who you are and fill me with your heart and give your love to those around me. I will build my life upon your love. Is a firm foundation. I will put in you alone. I will build my life upon your love. It is a firm foundation. I will put my trust in you alone, and I will not. Holy, there is no one like you. There is none beside you. Open up my eyes. Show me who you are and fill me with your heart and lead me in your love to those. Holy, there is no one like you. There is none beside you. Open up my eyes and show me who you are and fill me with your heart and lead me to those around me.
Hey, good morning, church. My name is Billy. I'm 30 years old, and I came in the Teen Challenge about 2 years ago. 2 years ago right now, I was homeless, and a little after I became homeless, I started crying out and trying to contact friends and family who had been praying for me. One of my buddies knew about Teen Challenge and helped me get into this program. But it was through the power of prayer that I'm standing here today. And that all of us are standing here because somebody prayed for us. And in those times of unclarity, he was young in his faith. And so him watching my recovery and watching me come to the Lord and doing what I do now has ignited his faith. You know, in James 5:15, it says, oh man, forgot that one. Yeah, so James 5:16 says the prayers of the righteous work because they're powerful, and to confess your sins to one another. And in those moments of uncertainty, when you're sick, when you're suffering, to let somebody else know so they can pray for you. And here at Teen Challenge on Sundays, we come together as a congregation on Sunday nights and we lift up these prayer cards. We left one on each and every seat. Because we want to pray for you guys, because somebody prayed for us. On one side, it's please write down your prayers, and the other side is your information. And we take that information and we call you back to hear answered prayers and for new prayer requests, and to stand in the gap with us in these communities that are suffering from drug and alcohol addiction. And please write down a prayer, because we want to pray for you because somebody prayed for us. Thank you.
Good, you turn it for good. You take what the enemy meant for evil and you turn it for good. You turn it for good. You take what the enemy meant for evil and you turn it for good. You turn it for good. You take what the enemy meant for evil and you turn it for good. You turn it for good. I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord.
Well, again, thank you guys very much for having us this morning. So again, my name is Billy, and today that I'm in charge of these guys, coming out here, being blessed on a Sunday morning. We love choirs. We love coming out here to sing and to share our testimonies to congregations like yourself that have been in support of us for so many years. And, as Matt was saying earlier, he came up here to change his life. He has a woman of God and his mother that pushes him to strive for greatness every single day. And he comes to a program where there's 40 other guys, there's pastors, there's other staff members on campus that just push you to be the best person you can be. So there's 3 reasons why we do come out on Sundays. The first is to spread the gospel. I mean, today you heard Matt's story, and I can tell you these other 6 men up here. I mean, I saw Jeff, the guitarist, when he came into the program, and he surrendered. He allowed God to work in him. He stayed in the program and got better. Kenny and I came in the program together. He left and came back because he knew that God wasn't finished with his life. And it's just such an amazing testimony to see these men here coming out here wanting to sing. They want to come out here. It's a Sunday. It's a lot of these guys' days off, but they still they strive for greatness. They want to see change in their life. And the second reason why we come out is to spread hope, because we don't know if anyone in these congregations are suffering. And we want to let you know about a program that takes people in off the streets like myself. They take people from Savannah, Georgia. They take people from New York. They take people from Rhode Island, New Hampshire, you name it, we're all over. But we want to see that change. We bring people through these doors and help them and want to see them grow. A 12 to 15 month program. Every single day, you have to look at yourself in the mirror. What can I do better to change today? And then the next day is the same difference over and over and over again until you climb that mountaintop, until you finish the program. And then it's just starts from that point on. And then it's life. And the third reason why we come out is to ask for your help. Myself, as I mentioned to you earlier, I was homeless 2 years ago. And when Teen Challenge opened their doors to me, my father dropped me off. And he told me the story after I graduated. When he left, he looked at my friend who helped me get into the program. He said, so I just dropped them off. I didn't give them any money. They didn't ask me for nothing. And they still took him in off the streets. And my buddy looked at him. He was like, yeah, I guess so. And 15 months later, I graduate the program. And now 23 months later, I'm speaking in front of churches, letting you guys know that it saved my life. Something that you guys did 2-3 years ago. I can stand here today. I can be the uncle I never could be. I can be the son I never could be. I could be the brother I never could be, the friend I never could be. But I can be that child of God that I never knew I could be. And that's what it's all about. That's what our program is all about. So we're going to be in the fellowship hall after the service is over.